So there's people in this world who can forgive and forget, and props to them, because I don't know if I necessarily can forget. However, I have the capacity to forgive. I came across this little saying on Instagram that somebody posted, and it really just changed the game for me. It really flipped a switch in me to help me realize something that I feel like I should have known a long time ago, but I'm grateful to know it now. Everything in divine timing, as I always say.
Yeah.
But the little saying goes like this: forgiveness does not require reconnection. Let me say that one more time, beauties and cuties. Forgiveness doesn't require reconnection. Now, when I read this, it felt a little cognitive dissonant at the time, because it's our human nature to connect forgiveness with reconnecting with somebody, with mending a relationship, with healing a relationship, which oftentimes that's the way it goes. However, there's certain circumstances, there's certain scenarios that don't often come to that resolution. And I feel like as of recently in my personal life, there has been an opportunity for me to reconnect with an old best friend of mine and gain closure. And it's been a long time. It's been like 5 years since I've seen her. I was feeling very nostalgic this past month, just reminiscing on our past friendship. She was a childhood best friend of mine who was in my life for 10 plus years. And then there was a little incident that happened a few years ago, which resulted in a lot of drama, a lot of mental health work that we both had to do, which resulted in our relationship kind of dissolving. With no closure, it kind of just fizzled out. So when I came across this saying, it kind of reminded me of her and that whole scenario. And I think learning to forgive can foster a lot of peace and a lot of closure within ourselves. Because when you hold grudges, you're the one reliving it. You are, in fact, the one reliving the pain over and over again. Not the person, not the scenario. Every time you choose to think about something and hold a grudge about it, or hold resentment in your heart, it's kind of like you're twisting a dagger within yourself. I know that's a little bit intense, but it's true. When you choose to revisit these things, you're the one that's getting hurt, not the other person. Because who knows, the other person may have moved on. However, these things are all in your own perception. Now, when we learn to forgive, we let go. And I think that's the beautiful thing about forgiveness, is letting go of the ill will, the resentment, letting yourself be free. Because I feel like forgiveness not only mends relationships, but maybe sometimes you don't even get the opportunity to get closure and get forgiveness or give forgiveness. Sometimes you just have to mull it over within yourself and allow yourself to forgive the whole situation and allow yourself to be at peace. And I feel like that's where I'm at now. Like, I can forgive, but I never forget. However, I'm learning to reframe never forgetting by not holding grudges, by actually letting go of these things and allowing things to fall where they may. And going back to that saying that I came across over on Instagram, how forgiveness doesn't require reconnection, I feel like that even allowed me to go about forgiveness in a more detached way. Sometimes the friendship or that relationship is not aligned how it used to be. Not saying like it's impossible to start over or reconnect. You know, I think in my certain personal scenario, I'm very open to that. However, I'm also open to the fact of getting closure and going our separate ways and feeling that peace. I think oftentimes, especially when we're dealing with people we were super close to, we oftentimes want to reconnect and then go back to that high level state of relationship that we were at before. But, you know, sometimes in life, things change, people change, and I think relationships have their own time, their own lifeline. All in all, I'm just pushing the point that forgiveness is so necessary to reclaiming your peace and your power, because oftentimes when you are the one holding grudges, when you are the one holding the resentment, you're giving away your power to the past. You're giving away your power to the situation or to that person. It's totally okay for you to forgive somebody, for you to allow yourself to part ways, but in an amicable and peaceful way. Forgiveness doesn't always mean you're going to be back where you have to be. As sad as that is sometimes, because again, in my personal scenario, she was my best friend. She was somebody I grew with for almost more than a decade of my life, which is literally half my life. So when I think about those memories, it can be sad that she's not an active, present best friend like that in my life anymore. However, I think at that time, that lifeline of our friendship, it was much needed. So I'm just open to whatever happens at this point. I am open to possibly reconnecting, or I'm just open to gaining closure and giving and receiving the forgiveness mutually. But yes, all in all, I wanted to make this video just to remind you that it's okay to forgive but not forget. It's okay to forgive and not reconnect. It's okay to forgive and then try again, you know? I think however you move about it, forgiveness is definitely a beautiful thing for your mental health, for your peace of mind. And I think not holding on to resentment is the way to go, because it's those things, those feelings can be like poison. They could really deteriorate at you over time. So really give yourself that opportunity to heal and forgive. Anyways, beauties and cuties, thank you for hearing my little brain dump diary entry. This kind of felt like very personal, like a diary entry, but I'm really grateful I get to share this. And I hope you took away some key points from this video, because I just felt the need to create this video. I felt the need to share this video. If you enjoyed this video, beauties and cuties, give this video a thumbs up. Hit that subscribe button down below. And also be sure to follow me on my Instagram and TikTok right here. And remember, your favorite internet gunkle loves ya. Bye.